Hello guys, I am Nidhi Bagalwadi, your science teacher, Sankalp Learning Solution. In the last class, we started with the very beautiful chapter of biology, that is life process. We discussed regarding the definition of life process, and also we discussed briefly about the nutrition and types of nutrition, right? Today we are going to deal in detail regarding one type of nutrition. So we all know the examples of living beings, that is human beings, plants, and we can say blue-green algae, bacteria. So these all are the living beings. And in plants also nutrition occurs. So it will come under autotrophic mode of nutrition, where the organisms prepare their own food. So here, when they want to prepare their food, when the plants want to prepare their food, they have to need certain materials. For example, if you want to prepare a tea, you need tea powder, you need milk, you need water, you need sugar, right? So like that only plants also need some materials. So the materials which are needed by the plants, they will not go to the malls, they will not go to any shops and get it. They will get it from nature. So here or in today's session, we are going to deal in detail regarding what are those materials needed by the plant, how the plant obtain those materials, which part it will use, and what is the reaction happening inside the plant so that the food is prepared in itself. Okay, so let us discuss in detail regarding autotrophic nutrition. Just a minute. Fine. I think the screen is visible now. Yes. So autotrophic nutrition, self-preparation. So the plants obtain their food by a process called photosynthesis. This word we are hearing since the 6th standard. So here we know that photosynthesis means synthesis means formation, photo means sunlight. So in presence of sunlight, formation of food takes place inside the plant. That is why this process is called photosynthesis. As I said before, plants need some materials to prepare their food. So those materials or the reactants, what we say in the reaction of photosynthesis, is nothing but the carbon dioxide and water. So these are the two materials which are required for the photosynthesis outside the plant. So we know that water is absorbed by the roots. Okay, water is absorbed by the roots. Then what about the carbon dioxide? Because plant don't have a nose like us to take in certain amount of air to release the carbon dioxide like that. No. So plants have specialized structures in them on their leaf. Okay. So on the leaf, plants have certain pores on them, which we learned in 9th standard. So these pores on the plant are called as stomata. Okay. So these stomata, what they will do, they will help in the exchange of gases, in the plant, means taking in oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide. Same way, releasing oxygen, taking in carbon dioxide, like that. These pores are helpful in exchange of gases. So the carbon dioxide will be taken by stomata, water is absorbed by the roots. So these two materials combine to give a product, that is a product of photosynthesis, is nothing but a glucose along with two more products, or we can say the byproducts like oxygen and water. So here you can say the process by which some cells in the green plants are able, that is the cells will be having certain specialized structure which are called as chloroplast. Chloroplast are nothing but the cell organelle which has a pigment called chlorophyll, which has a capacity to absorb the sunlight. Cell, chloroplast, chlorophyll, sunlight is absorbed. So when the sunlight is absorbed, the carbon dioxide taken from the stomata will be converted into glucose. Okay, see here. And the water which is absorbed will be split or divided into hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen which is formed is given off, means released out. The hydrogen is combined with carbon. The hydrogen from the water combines with carbon and oxygen, that is, in carbon dioxide we have carbon and oxygen, hydrogen from splitting up of water, all together make a simple sugar or a glucose. Then this glucose is used as a food source immediately by the plant. The extra glucose which is remaining will be converted or stored as a starch. That is, stored food material in plant is nothing but starch. Stored food material in animals, it's nothing but glucagon. Okay. Now, next, the light energy used is not green. Green light is not absorbed. So here, chlorophyll absorb the sunlight, I said. So chlorophyll absorb the sunlight means which kind of light? It is not a green light. Chlorophyll will absorb the other light, but the reflection of the light, what is there? Absorption of light is different. Reflection of light will be green. So please remember, whatever color of lights are absorbed, those are not reflected. Okay. Next, the energy providing food we eat comes directly or indirectly from the photosynthesis, because photosynthesis is a foundation process, we can say. Plants prepare their food by this process. We will eat the plants. If plants don't prepare their own food at all, then how can we get the plant? If plant don't survive, how can we live? So photosynthesis, on photosynthesis, we are directly or indirectly dependent. So this is regarding the photosynthesis process. And in photosynthesis, the important reaction is this. So carbon dioxide combines with water. Above and below arrow mark, you should write the conditions like sunlight and chlorophyll, gives carbohydrate, oxygen and water. As I said, first water will split up into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, this oxygen is released out. Oxygen is released as O2. Then whatever hydrogen is there, no, it combines with the carbon and oxygen of this and form a glucose. Okay, this is regarding the formation of glucose. Fine. Then this is a rough diagram of photosynthesis. Sunlight, chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight. The main three events of photosynthesis: absorption of sunlight by the chlorophyll. Okay, then the light energy, whatever is absorbed by the leaf, okay, by the chlorophyll, is converted into chemical energy to form starch or a glucose. Okay, then after that, what happens? The carbon dioxide, what is there, it will convert into a glucose. The carbon dioxide present or absorbed by stomata will be converted into a glucose. So three events takes place during photosynthesis. Fine. So this is a diagram of stomata. So stomata will be having two kidney shaped cells or bean shaped cells. So these cells, we can call them as guard cells. These cells are called guard. They act like a security guard. So how your school security guard will select only the students related to your school? He will not allow the other school students. Means he is guarding the school. Like that, the entry and exit of gases is guarded by these cells. The opening and closing of stomata. The opening and closing of stomata will be guarded by these cells, which are called guard cells. So when these guard cells obtain water, see, when these guard cells will get water, these guard cells swells. These guard cells will swell. Okay, bulge. They will bulge. So when they will bulge, suppose if this is a guard cells, no water now. Now they are absorbing the water. So they are becoming big or they are swelling. So when they swell, the pore in the middle opens. It is called stomatal pore. So when the guard cells absorb water, the stomatal pore opens. When there will be no water in the guard cell, the stomatal pore close. Stomatal pore open when there will be a water in guard cell. When the water is moving out of the guard cell, stomatal pore close. So this closing and opening of stomata will be guarded by the guard cell, and it is also necessary for the exchange of carbon dioxide. Why? Because we thought that only carbon dioxide is absorbed by the stomata. Not like that. The carbon dioxide or the exchange of gases happens from the stem, from the leaf, or the other parts, or the twigs, or the other parts of the plant part too. So it is not necessary that the carbon dioxide should come through a stomata only. If necessary carbon dioxide is present inside the plant, then there is no need of carbon dioxide entering in. That time the stomatal pore closes. So this is regarding opening and closing of stomata and also regarding the photosynthesis process. So we know that for the photosynthesis, chlorophyll is necessary to absorb the sunlight and carbon dioxide is necessary to prepare the glucose. How can you say or how can you prove it? We have two main activities for it. So first activity say us how chlorophyll is important for photosynthesis. Second activity say us how carbon dioxide is important for photosynthesis. Let us proceed to the activity. In the first activity, you should consider two potted plants. Okay, consider a potted plant. Okay, so the potted plant should be such a way that it should be having variegated leaf. Means the leaf should not be completely green. It should be of mixed color, where green is one of them. Okay, now take that potted plant and keep it in a dark room for 3 days. Why? Because whatever starch present inside that plant will be used up. No starch will be present after you remove it from dark room. Next, once you keep it in a dark room and remove it, now keep the plant in a sunlight for 6 hours. Keep the same plant in a sunlight for 6 hours. Then after that, take a leaf from it and put it on a paper. Put it on a white paper and trace or do a trace of a leaf on a paper and shade the green parts. Means wherever the green part is present on the leaf, shade it on a paper. Then take that leaf, boil it. Boiling means why we have to boil means it kills the cell. All the chlorophyll present inside the cells will be released. Then take that boiled leaf, put it in alcohol. Okay, put it in alcohol. Then after that, take that beaker and the leaf. That is, this will be a beaker. Okay, this will be a beaker. Leaf will be there inside it. Keep this beaker in a water bath. Water bath means you will be having a one bowl in which hot water is kept, in which you will place that beaker and you will boil that. You will boil that bowl. How much you boil means the alcohol inside the beaker should boil. That much time or till that time you should warm it or boil it. Okay. Then after that, remove the leaf and on the leaf put the iodine solution. Put the iodine solution. So whatever iodine solution you put, you can see that on the region where there will be green. Okay, on the region where there will be green color, so there the iodine color changes, but not in the others, in the other part. Why? Because starch is present where chlorophyll is present. Where chlorophyll is present, sunlight is absorbed. So during this activity, we can confirm that chlorophyll is necessary for the plant. In the same way, we have one more activity regarding carbon dioxide. For this, we will take two potted plants and same way, we will keep these two potted plants in a dark room for 3 days and in a sunlight for 6 hours. When we keep it in a sunlight, cover the plants with the bell jar, whatever you are seeing, no, bell like, this is a bell jar. In one of the plant, near one of the plant, you keep a watch glass with potassium hydroxide. Then after keeping 6 hours, take the leaf from each plant and check for iodine test. So if starch or carbohydrate is present, iodine color changes. If starch is not present, iodine color will not change. So in the plant A, the leaf of a plant A does not change or does not show any change with the iodine color, because whatever carbon dioxide will come for the plant to get inside it, it is absorbed by a KOH. When there is no carbon dioxide, then there is no photosynthesis. Like that, when there is no tea, no tea powder, no tea. Like that, if there is no carbon dioxide, photosynthesis will not take place. The carbon dioxide, whatever is entering inside the, or whatever already present inside the plant or entering near the plant is absorbed by a potassium hydroxide. Same way, this one, when you take the leaf of this and test for iodine, it will show positive for iodine test. Why? Because there is no KOH, so carbon dioxide is not absorbed. So carbon dioxide reacted with water to form starch. So as the leaf has a starch, iodine test got positive. So like this, we can say that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. So through this activity, we can say how chlorophyll and carbon dioxide plays an important role in photosynthesis. Okay. In the upcoming session, we will see the video of both the activities and we will prove it again and we will enjoy the session. Okay. Until that, take care. Have a nice day.